This is the other port. This is a Sweet Lake.
This is Sweet Lake.
And the lake is behind there on the other side.
Over there.
So
Yeah.
now this is a little place where you get the sea and the fresh water on the other side.
Yeah, the sea is over here. Looks beautiful. Finally, Goa, baby. It's so beautiful out there, and then you see the change of scenario right here. So try not to trash, guys. I mean, seriously, the place is beautiful, but please don't leave your bottles and your caps and whatnot. All I can see is bottle caps down here. But just try to dispose the trash off in a proper place. Don't just throw it anywhere. Yeah, try to keep things clean. We all made it, huh?
It's fun to jump from the...
Oh, this is the destruction from the cyclone, huh? There were all shacks right over here, and it's all gone. Wow, it's a beautiful place, man. Okay, alright, so this is the lake right there. Wow, so beautiful. Thanks to the sun and the clear skies. Wow, dude, this is, oh my god, this is crazy. So the guys that we met yesterday, Mikhail and Kata and people from Israel, they are going to be here, and we are going to be going to some, because this place is way too crowded right now, so we're going to be going to the other side, but we're waiting for them, and then we're going to be heading back to that place. Yeah. So this is the other side of the Sweet Lake. Oh man, looks so sweet. Wow. Now this feels like Goa. Finally. Mikhail and the guys are not here, so we're just gonna head. Yeah. How far is it now from here? 10 minutes? Inside. Oh, inside over there. Alright. Dude, this is fucking crazy, man. Okay. I don't know what all is stuck in my dreads, but my dreadlocks are just getting stuck in all the branches possible. God damn. Yesterday was so chilled and today is like so adventurous. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a stream. I think that's just a river coming down from the mountain. Wow, it's a clean water. Damn. That was a tough walk till here. This is the place. So crazy. Stream goes all the way down to the beach, or the Sweetwater Lake basically. Wow, we're like right in the middle of a jungle, you know. Oh, I'm sweating. Yeah. Okay, I gotta get in. So cold.
Come on, it's not cold. This part is cold.
This one.
Watch it. This Now she's having goosebumps also. She's feeling cold. I'm not feeling cold. I'm very goosebumps.
Wow. Catch that, catch that chopper over there. I think since the time I've come to Goa, this is the first time that I'm actually shooting myself in water. My head. Huh? I forgot to tie it up. Okay, I gotta tie it up. So I'm leaving tonight and I don't want to get my dreads wet. Better to just tie it up. Safer. Alright. Baba mode. Baba mode on.
Baba mode on.
It's too slimy down. There are enough stones for me to get a grip, but it's wow. Oh my god, what is this? Whoa, dude, this is too good, man. This is too good. Okay. This is too slippery. The water's so clear. So this is a fresh rainwater. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Flotation device.
I can't lie down completely, but I'm definitely gonna just sit. Oh,
So nice.
so good. It's like right in the jungle, huh? People like end up paying so much for an experience like this, and this is right here in the nature, you know, for free. Wow, what a feeling, man. What a feeling. I've just entered Zen mode. Look who wandered in. We got the gang. They found the way in.
Because when it dries,
Appa, show your face.
pulls the blackheads, all everything.
That's Multani Mitti.
That's Multani mitti.
Natural.
Right from it. I think why is not sticking to water? Yeah.
Honestly, I do not want to leave this place, man. I'm just feeling so sad that I'm going. This is why people come to Goa, huh? This is why. Like, this is exactly the reason. Okay. So we are out on the beach. Oh my god, this looks so beautiful. Rafa's over there. I was so sad to leave Goa at that time. You know, when we were leaving from that area, I was just so sad. But that entire day, I think, just kind of also put me in a spot where now I can finally go home, experiencing Goa to an extent. I know I've not experienced Goa as such. I wanted to go to South, I could not do that. South is another like story altogether, you know, which probably next time I will definitely do it. But this itself kind of gave me the essence of what the culture of Goa is all about. Why do people keep coming from all across the world, and instead of staying for like few weeks, they end up staying maybe for few years, you know. And that's the best part about traveling, because you get to meet new people, you get to visit new places. It's always a refresh of things, scenario, conversations, and just about everything, you know. So yeah, that was sort of it for that particular day. We went to the beach. Mikhail and all these other people, even Rafa, I think they went back to Love Temple. They were calling me, but I could not go because I had to sleep, as I had to get up in 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and then leave for Bombay, you know. So I had to get some sleep, and I knew if I'm gonna go with these guys, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. So we could not really say, like, I could not really say goodbye to these guys properly because everyone just scattered towards the end, and we all thought that we were going to meet in one place, but we did not. And then I had to leave home and all that, you know, chaos that happened towards the end. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I have just packed up everything, all my saddlebags over there, tank bag. Just have to keep my laptop now. So after we came from the Sweetwater Lake, I just took a little nap, and I was supposed to leave by 4. I'm almost on schedule. I think it maximum should be 4:30 by the time I put all my saddlebags and you know, pack everything. But yeah, I'm just feeling really sad to go back. It just felt like it got over too soon, you know. I think that's how all vacations feel like. And I'm a bit sleepy, so hopefully by the time we start riding, I should wake up completely. I got some Red Bull to help me out, give me some wings, you know, all the way to Bombay. And we are off from Goa. I got a little late, it's almost 5 o'clock right now. I've just put the maps because I'm taking a different route. I'm going from Belgaum route, which goes through Panji, and then that connects to the NH48 highway for Bombay. Because when I came to Goa, I came from Amboli Ghat, and that road is really bad. So I don't want to take that route again. Apparently I've heard that Chola Ghat is really beautiful, and the roads are also much better. Yes, it's definitely longer, but I don't mind, it's fine as long as the roads are good. I actually couldn't meet Venkat yesterday night because as I told you, everyone was all over the place. So Venkat, if you're watching, thank you so much, man, for everything, and it was a lovely trip. I'll never forget this, and I'll definitely be coming soon. Still kind of sleepy. Hopefully I should wake up in some time. The turn coming up. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I missed it. Wait. Gotta turn around. Oh, I have to go on the other side, I think. I came on the wrong side. Alright, there's a way here. Google, man, this Google is like, someday it can really land someone in some completely unknown place. I hope I don't get robbed here. It's actually quite scary to ride. Okay, I think now we are on the perfect route. Okay. It's actually quite scary to ride in the night because there's absolutely no one. Yeah, now we're in the perfect route. I actually forgot to tell you guys, I was not going to record the going back journey because I already recorded the time when I came to Goa. But then since I'm taking a completely different route, and apparently it's really nice, so I just thought, you know, I'll just record this and see how it is. And one of the good part about these vlogs are at least that these memories would like stay with you forever. And that's why I got hooked onto this genre, because the storytelling is so different for everyone, and that's the most amazing part about vlogging. So as much as I would really want to do it full time, unfortunately my work doesn't allow me to do that, but hopefully someday, we'll see. As of now, this morning ride is just so beautiful. Empty roads, so nice, and the weather is also so pleasant. It's not hot, it's not too cold, it's just a very perfect time to ride back. I can't even begin to tell you how beautiful this morning ride is, and on my left side there's something even more gorgeous. I have to stop the bike. Oh my god. I'm sure the camera will not do the justice to the view. Okay, I think I'm at Chorla Ghat right now, and I cannot believe my eyes. Holy shit. This is crazy, dude. This is beyond beautiful. I seriously wish I had a drone right now. The view would have just blown your minds away. I'm pretty sure about it. And here's my baby all decked up. And this. What a surreal experience. Kick-ass. The roads are much better than Amboli Ghat. Yeah, there are like these few patches of potholes, like really bad ones, but it's so much more better than dealing with those at Amboli Ghat. But yeah, Chorla Ghat I think is totally worth it if you guys are actually thinking of coming to Goa. Maybe I would say, like, maybe the time when you're leaving from Goa, I think this would be like a perfect way to say goodbye, I think. But loving the ride so far, and I think there's also a wildlife sanctuary that falls on the way, which might come ahead after this ghats. I'm not really sure about it, but yeah. So let's just zone in and enjoy this ride. So that deer picture that you just saw on the side of the road, I encountered an elephant picture just now, and elephant, like, it's big and huge. It scared the shit out of me. I am not kidding you. I got so freaked out. I actually thought a freaking elephant is coming out from the woods. Why the f would you put something like that at the side of the road? And it's so vibrant, I actually thought it's real. I got so scared. Oh my god. I mean, imagine you're driving in the middle of the night and your headlight just flashes this animal which is like staring dead straight into your eyes on the side of the road. You wouldn't know. I mean, you actually would think it's a freaking animal just or running out from the woods. That's scary. But I think this is the wildlife sanctuary. I'm not sure which one it is exactly. But yeah, I think this is the wildlife sanctuary that this road goes through. What a beautiful road, man, this is. So I think the wildlife sanctuary is done, and this is maybe some village road. I will be passing through Belgaum, which is a city, I think. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'm not really. As I said, you know, this trip was so sudden that I did not do any research and I just left. So I think Belgaum is a city, maybe at the Karnataka border, or maybe it is. I think it's a Karnataka border. I'm not really sure. So I should be reaching there maybe in another, like, say 2 hours or 1.5 hours, I think, from now. I'm not really sure, but let's see. What a setting! Look at this. It almost makes me feel like just riding every day and just not going back to my normal life. What a beautiful setting this is. I mean, you miss out on so many things. There's such beautiful things around to experience, and we're just sitting in our desks not able to experience anything. So sad. And then we only get to do this like once a year, which is all the more sadder. Because that's not what life is about, you know? Anyways. Well, no negativity right now, only positive vibes. Just soaking in this beautiful morning. I hope you guys are able to feel what I'm feeling right now. It's just too goddamn good. I cannot. You have to experience this, to be very honest. It's really good. So I've reached Kokanoli toll plaza. I think this is the border for Karnataka. I'm not really sure about it, but if it is, yeah. It's 10 AM right now, and I've just stopped for some chai. I actually started feeling a little sleepy also at the same time. So I just got my chai over here, and I think it's another 260 maybe kilometers more to go for my place. But yeah, so far the journey is pretty good. I've been doing really good speeds, and we are making really good time. So she's doing really good, but I was constantly riding at about 130, 140, so I thought, you know, it's time to give her some break. But yeah, so far so good. Alright people, so I think I'm somewhere near Kolhapur right now, or I'm in Kolhapur, I'm not sure. The time is around 1 o'clock, and that beautiful sky in the front. So I just wanted to give you an update that my memory card is about to get full, and I won't be able to record anything further because I don't have any extra memory card. Neither is my laptop charged where I can actually sit and I can transfer. But anyway, since I'm making good time, I'm not gonna stop. I haven't stopped till now for lunch or food or anything till now. I just stopped for one chai back there, and that's it. The ride has been pretty amazing so far, and I think I'll just probably update you guys maybe if once I reach Lonavala. I think I'll just take a break in Lonavala for maybe another chai. That's it. But so far I'm very comfortable, not really feeling very hungry. I just want to reach home as early as possible before the traffic starts. That's all. So I've reached Lonavala, just about to enter the highway for Mumbai. That's the entry to go to Mumbai. The time is 43 as of now, and not bad. I'm actually not doing such a bad time. I actually got a lot of traffic in Lonavala, but I should be reaching in another 1.5 hours maximum, you know, so did good. Yeah, it is really tiring. My legs are hurting now a bit, and also my dreads are giving me so much of an issue wearing the helmet. It's starting to hurt my head really. It's like a pinching pain, you know, where the dreads are. So because they're so fat, they're like pressing down on my scalp, and when I'm wearing the helmet, it really hurts a lot. But ride is almost about to be done, and I'm pretty happy with the way things went. This baby performed amazing. I mean, she just did so great. Usually when I come back from trips, I get like really depressed, you know, thinking about that, oh, back to the same routine. And then, you know how that feeling is. I'm pretty sure a lot of you get it. But for some odd reason this time, I'm so content inside, and I'm in that zen mode that I'm just so calm and so happy, you know, right now. At least one thing I know now is that I do need to take breaks in between. I shouldn't be just overstressing myself all the time. You need to work hard, definitely, yes. But at the same time, don't forget that there's a lot many things in life apart from just work and earning money, you know. This trip was a very profound experience in getting to know the culture of Goa. The best part about the people that you would meet in Goa is that you get no vibes of negativity, ego, pride, hatred. It's all about love, and as they always say, life is really, really beautiful, and we are really lucky to be alive. Knowing the reality of the world, yes, there is a lot of sadness, there's a lot of chaos, but you have a life of your own and a will of your own to disconnect and live life the way you're meant to. So spread love, not violence, and be kind to one another. So that was the story of my Goa trip. I hope you liked this video. If you really like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also share this with your friends if this made you smile. Hopefully a lot many trips ahead. Till then, take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.